Time for another episode in Really Strange Fans. So this is another rare oddball that I'm going to bring to the museum. This is an original copy made by Magic Heat. Their headquarters was somewhere in Michigan, I can't remember where. And it has a plastic motor housing, plastic canopy, plastic switch housing, plastic flywheel cover, plastic flywheel, plastic blade brackets, which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Stencil blades, they've also been seen with cane. Plastic 3-speed knob here, just like a box fan, off, high, medium, low. It has a Westinghouse motor in it, but it's much smaller than the motors in most ceiling fans I've seen. It's more like a size of a box fan motor, probably about half the size of a normal stack motor. I at one time thought these were connected with the Island Fan Company before I knew who made them. There's a lot of similarities, in addition to be an all-plastic original copy. The flywheels are also very similar. I don't know if you can see here. You'll notice that that blade bracket is higher up than that one. And again there. And again on all four of them. That's because the flywheel itself is actually pitched. There's a pitch built into the flywheel that is opposite of... I'm trying to see if the camera can pick it up. It's opposite of the pitch of the blade bracket. So the flywheel actually reduces the blade pitch some. And for reasons passing understanding, the Island Fans has that as well. Here's an Island Fans motor. Let's take a look at it here. Not sure how well you can see it in the video camera, but if you look here, you'll see that the flywheel is raised there, and then it drops back down, and then it's raised up again. And just like the Magic Heat, the pitch given to the blade brackets by the flywheel is opposite of the way that the blade brackets themselves are pitched. Also, Island Fans also used a Westinghouse motor, as did the Magic Heat. And both companies are in Michigan as well, but they're in geographically different parts of Michigan. Island Fan Company was Grand Rapids. I can't remember where Magic Heat is, but it was somewhere on the far east border of the state. So one thought that I had was maybe, Island Fan Company was owned by Cascade Engineering, which was a company that made plastic stuff like garbage cans and basically just anything out of rubber or plastic, and that's why their flywheel is so thick, and that's why their housing is plastic and everything else. So I thought that maybe Magic Heat had Cascade Engineering build their plastic parts for them, and then they just assembled the fans with Westinghouse motors. But then why is the ceiling canopy an Emerson friction drive canopy? Only reason why that would be the case is if Emerson also used Cascade Engineering as a plastic supplier, which I suppose is possible, but unlikely. Emerson, as far as I know, did all of their own manufacturing. They certainly had a lot of different plants, both in the U.S. and Mexico and overseas. So, well, let's fire it up. Start on low. It is reversible. There's a reverse switch on top of the motor. I don't typically do reverse in videos. I mean, if you can see it going one direction, you can see it going the other direction. It's the same thing, just the other way. So that's a pretty standard low speed, I think. Nothing exceptional about it or different. Medium. The blades are narrow, but the pitch is steep, and I'm feeling a breeze from it. It's a little slow for a medium speed, but as you will see now, the high speed is also much slower than you would normally get on a ceiling fan. I am certain that's because the motor is much smaller. It's not a bad air mover. I definitely feel a good breeze from it, but it's, you know, a far cry from what you'd expect from a 52-inch fan. Okay, that's the high speed. Let's do the spin down time. I don't have the canopy mounted. It would require an outlet box. So hopefully I will remember to pick up an outlet box before I bring it to the museum. Spin down time on it's pretty good for it being a slow fan, and for the blades being lightweight and the blade arms being plastic. It's a Westinghouse motor though, so I guess you should expect that it should be a good performing motor regardless of the speed. I've thought about hanging this places before, but the plastic blade arms was my deterrent. It seems very likely that they would break, and very unlikely that you'd be able to find replacements that would look appropriate. That said, a few other collectors have found these. I think there are at least 2 or 3 other of these that people have found. Plus I've gotten a few people emailing me, offering them to sell them to me, thinking they were Island fans. And I've never seen one with a broken blade arm, so there's just no accounting for it. Yeah, that's a good spin down time, I'll give it that. Those of you that specifically like to see spin down time and request it, comment on some of the videos and let me know why. I've never understood what the fascination was with that, other than just analyzing a fan to see if there's anything wrong with the bearings. Obviously, if a fan comes to a stop very quickly. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching.